So welcome. My name is Anita McLaughlin. I am the founder of Sequins and Sand and your presenter for today in this lunchtime live session. Number 18 out of 35 that we have planned here at Sequins and Sand. Time for you to get together with us, reach out, learn a few bits and pieces about things that matter to us as women in our prime, and a place to come back and anchor to during all of this crazy corona time. I must admit, hearing the latest news, and especially here in Queensland, I guess, which is what I'm most familiar with, we are able to get out and move beyond 50 Ks. So I'm heading down the coast this weekend. Hopefully we'll be in my togs because the weather is beautiful. Anyway, welcome. If you're new to Sequins and Sand, big hug to you. Welcome to our wonderful community, and to those of you who know us well and have been with Sequins and Sand for a while, thank you so much for your support. It really is valued. You are very much in our hearts. So today we are going to talk about boobs, bellies, and bathers. Yeah, I know. I feel like I talk a lot about this, but I need to because it's really, really popular, and you girls love to know what swimsuits work best for your shape. And when we talk about shape and the difficulties we have, it's usually about busts and bellies, the bigger ones, to give ourselves lovely support so we can feel great in our togs. Now I'm going to can somebody give me this thumbs up? I'll do a Stu McLaren who says, type in a TU for me for a thumbs up if you can hear me and see me okay. I'm hoping that you can. I'm going to get a little bit tricky today, and I'm going to share the screen with a fancy little PowerPoint that I've prepared for you earlier, girls. So I hope I can do that well. Let me see here. I'm going to change the view to that. Oh, look at that. Here we go. Now I know it's not the best. I'm not too fancy here. So if I go to full screen, I'm a little bit concerned that you're not going to be able to see the togs that I want to show you during this as well. So I'm going to see how I go with flipping and still being able to see comments and do 1,000,001 things. So I've got a couple of thumbs up here. I'm just going to go to my phone, actually, and just see if I can see us on the phone at the moment. So, Lizzie, if you're tuning in, sweetheart, I hope you're feeling better. Liz tunes in every day to watch these live with me as well, and she's usually the person that gives me the big thumbs up or down as to whether we are able to be seen or not. Oh, Maria is watching. Okay, that is great. I'm just going to turn that off. Oh, I'm a bit disorganized here. Right. Okay, there we go. All right, girls, let's get started. Bellies, busts, and bathers. I just wanted to start off. There's our beautiful crew, the Cosy Confidence crew girls there, giving us a big wave and a big hello. God, the crew are fantastic. We recently did a survey, and so many of you responded. Thank you. We got, about 200 responses, which I'm just over the moon about. So we've got some really good insights into what you want. And a few of the questions we asked was around what frustrates you the most about buying a swimsuit, what frustrates you about buying a swimsuit online, and how can we make that easier for you? And surprise, surprise, no surprises really, there was a big, strong response around being unsure about the size and fit of the swimsuit, if it's going to work for you, particularly when shopping online, and even in store. And a lot of you really appreciated how we do show you on our beautiful Cosy Confidence crew girls how their shapes work with different kinds of togs. So that's a really big positive. So we know to do a lot more of that. And then also video, so these lives are great for that because then you can watch the videos later on our Facebook feed and in the videos folder on our Facebook page. Videos rule. You want to know more about the products on video, you want to hear more conversations of girls talking about how they fit and feel in their togs. So there's a lot of conversations when it comes to swimwear, whether it's online or offline, about finding the right size and fit for your shape. So that's what we're going to keep focusing on, girls, as we storm towards summer again. It'll be here before we know it. And our job is very much to support you in feeling confident when you step out to enjoy your summers and your precious summer breaks. So today I thought, why not use a couple of our beautiful crew girls as examples of how to dress in a particular cozy for your shape. So I'm going to pick on, no, not really, they'd be very proud. Thank you, girls. Lizzie, I hope you're okay, sweetheart. Tasha, Jane, and that is supposed to be Joe. I don't know why that O fell off down the bottom there, but that's Joe. So our 4 Cozy Confidence crew girls, Liz and Tasha. Oh, there's a video example. I need to do that. That's what we do. Oh, okay. So Liz and Tasha for the belly shape, and then Jane and Joe for fuller bust. Now, the reason this slide is here on the screen is because it's really important when you're trying to work out the right size and fit in a cozy for you, that you know your measurements and know your shape. If I was to fit you, I'd say shape before size. Find out a particular cut and how well it's going to suit your shape, which is where we focus on body parts when we talk about swimsuit for some reason. I want to feel like my bust is well supported, that my belly is not so obvious, and that my belly is supported as well. So that's when your shape and the shape of the swimsuit really need to come together well. And then size, we work out the size from the measurements as well. So a way we get to do that on Sequence and Sander, what works really, really well and takes no time at all, is if you go into the Get Swimsuit Help section on the website, you'll see this. This is part of our Find Your Fit form. There's an online form to fill out. It takes no time at all, but part of the information that we capture are your measurements. So when we go to do fittings for anybody, and in particular, say for our crew, before we launch into fitting, anywhere between 8 and 14 women for our shoot, this is where we start every single time. I get the girls to fill out a Find Your Fit form, and I make sure that I'm going to be able to fit them in a cozy that suits their shape and their size. Making sense so far? I hope so. Okay, so as I alluded to, today from the crew, we are going to look at the togs that I have fitted on Liz and Tasha, because they represent our rounder belly shape girls. Both of them have slightly different proportions. Liz is about 16 to 18, so is Tasha. Tasha is slightly smaller in the bust. She's about a C cup, and Lizzie is a little bit bigger. She's about a D. And I'd say Tasha's a bit shorter in the torso than Liz. But they're our belly girls. So here's some examples of the togs that works well for Liz. Now, Liz will only ever wear a bandeau, pretty much, because Liz has found the style that suits her shape, but also her lifestyle. So she loves to take the straps off. They go caravanning in summer, so sitting outside the van in the togs, relaxing, straps off is Lizzie's ideal way to spend her summer. So she found her bandeau years ago with me, and every year we'll get a new bandeau update. So these are ones from the previous 2 campaigns, but you can see how that really works well for Liz's shape. The prints girls are your best friend when it comes to camouflage, particularly around the belly area. So this particular cozy here has got ruching around the bust and also around the belly. And when you've got the ruching, that just means extra folds of fabric, delicate folds. It means that the lumps and bumps are concealed a lot more than if the fabric was really straight and stuck to your tummy without any kind of movement. So I've got an example here. This is the actual one that Liz is wearing in that photo. This is the bandeau. It's actually got the straps attached, but you can see that there are the folds in the fabric there and also in the torso. See that? So when it's on, that's what it looks like on Liz. And then at the back, a nice high back. And that's really important because that's where some bust support comes from too, girls. It's important that a high back, if you're after some bust support, that you look for a high back, because that means you're going to get a high under the arms fit, and that helps with keeping the side bust in as well. You don't want that side boob spillage. But this is what the bandeau looks like on the inside. A really nice deep shelf bra, elasticized there. It's nice and tough. Got some power meshing in the tummy. That's the lining. It's a mesh lining, and also around the bust area. So that just helps to keep things in place a little bit more and to stop you from feeling like you're a little bit exposed because you've got double layer of fabric. It's a nicer fit. So that's Lizzie's favourite for her fuller tummy shape, the bandeau. That comes in lots of different prints and colours. Capriosca's had it in the range for, oh God, probably 10 years now because it is such a winner. Looks great on lots of shapes. Then we go to beautiful Tasha. Now, Tasha, we've had in different cuts, and over the years, she's come to love some styles more than others. And at the recent shoot, her favourite style was the one that you see there in the greens and the pink with the pink floral. That's called the flouncy. Now, when that was introduced, oh goodness, about 5 years ago, I remember seeing the whole floor of my very large room covered in pre-orders. It went nuts. And ever since then, it's been included in the range. Started out with plain black, and now it comes in a print. So the reason why Tasha said that was the most comfortable suit for her, this is it in the black, is because you can see it's got a blouse on sort of effect on a top. So that's a very loose kind of structure. So you're not going to feel like you're being really sucked in a lot and it's too constrictive on your shape with a fuller belly. And what I love about this one is often with a fuller belly shape, proportionally hips and bums are going to be smaller. So you often, it's sometimes more challenging to find a suit that's going to work best for top as well as bottom. So this one's great because as long as you get the bottom fitting, so you can go a smaller size with this one, nice and firm about the bottom because there's more room to move in the blouse on flouncy. This is such a popular number. And then girls love to put even a pair of shorts on with it because it looks like a top when it's on. So again, that comes in a couple of different colours. That's the black. Tasha there's got the Costa Rica print on, which is the green and the pink. And I'll just show you from the inside because the inside is really important, as you know. There's elastic at the top, which helps to create that blouse on effect. Then it's just got a little bit of side boning. Hard to see, but hopefully you can get an understanding of how springy that is. So a bit of side boning, just like you have in frocks, girls, and tops. And you can see that there's a couple of layers of fabric. So again, nice and, nice to wear that double layer. Now, what you can't see, which is a bit tricky, but underneath here, that's where there's a concealed shelf bra. Now, this isn't the most supportive style. It works for Tasha because she's a C cup. Once you start getting over that double D, really double D, then I dare say it's not going to be as supportive for you girls. But having said that, I've sold them to girls that have an E cup because they don't plan on going surfing in it or, diving in the waves. So they don't worry so much about the support. It's a number for them to wear when they're lazing by the pool, and that serves their purpose. And that's probably another point I should raise when you're selecting your togs too, beyond the cut and the size, is think about what you're going to be doing in them, because some togs are made with a firmer fit to support you when you're swimming. And when we get to the one of the other girls, Jane, what she loves to do, she's our water baby. So everything that she wears, she will flog as she swims time and time again in the ocean. But sometimes we don't need to do that. If we're going away to a nice resort somewhere on a beautiful holiday, we might not feel like doing laps and laps and laps. It might just be, let's sit by the cocktail in hand, and that's all we need. So that's the flouncy. The straps on this one are also removable and fully adjustable as well. So if you want to bring it in a little bit more, you can. So that's it in the black. It also comes in a tankini version. There it is there. It's just like a top. That's the Raj print. You can wear it just back with a plain black bottom. Underneath, I'll just show you quickly. I'm going to run out of time here. There's so much to share with you. Could go on for days. See, it's just a simple shelf bra underneath. Again, there's some molded cups, just give a smoother outline. The elastic base to the shelf bra, a little bit of power mesh. But it's just a single layer because it really is just like wearing a top, and it will just simply fall. It's got a band at the bottom, and the band at the bottom just will bring it in a little bit, but it's not elasticized or anything like that, so it's not going to really flounce over. But that happens more with the one piece. So that's the flouncy in a one-piece version as Tasha's wearing, and a tankini version as well. The other thing that Tasha looks fantastic in the middle of the shot up the top, and I don't know that I brought that one up here with me. I don't think I did. But it's a panelled one piece, and again, it's got a centre panel that is ruched, and then it's got flatter side panels on it. And what that does is it just helps to create a visual waist. So when you've got that rounder tummy figure, it's nice to try and create a visual waist to give you a bit more shape. So that's why that works for Tasha. And also the cup on it is a little bit shallower. So being a C cup, she doesn't drown in it. And for me personally, I love that cup on her. I think it looks beautiful. So that's the panelled style as well. Now, the other one that Tasha has worn time and time again, and you can see it in one of the two bottom ones in the blue, that's the Island Story print in the Curvy Swimwear range, is the 3-tier. And if you looked on the Facebook page yesterday, Tasha was talking about the 3-tier and how she feels great in it because it kind of hides her tummy a little bit, and that gives her a little bit more confidence. So in that particular style, I've brought it up in the Costa Rica print. So you can see that's the tiers, 1, 2, 3. This is the tankini version. But for a fuller belly shape, this is our #1 bestseller girl, the 3-tier. So Tasha's got it in the Costa Rica print on there. But this is it in, this is the Costa Rica print. Tasha's got it on in the Island Story print. 3-tier, really popular. The frills, the tiers just help to distract. And again, in the print, a little bit more distracting than in the plain, but it does come in a plain black as well. The other one, and another personal favourite, is this one here. Oh, actually, I brought up the wrong one. Oh, this is the wrong shape. But Tasha's got a crossover style on. You can see in that bottom picture with her arms out there. And a crossover works like a wrap dress does, in that it cuts through the line of the belly and it elongates visually because of that long diagonal. So that's another great cozy to choose for a fuller tummy shape. So you'll get that lovely elongation, and then with the tie on the side like that, that is visually where a waist would be. So again, like the panel one with the side panels bringing it in to create the shape, that's what the diagonal and the tie to the side does as well. Generally, with that style though, to be fuller in the bust with it is even better, because it's also a great cut, as a V-neck is, for a fuller bust shape. That's from the Artisans range, that one. And then the final one that's here for Tasha, which she absolutely loves, is the zip up. And we sell truckloads of these zip ups, girls. The reason we do, and this is similar to the leopard print that she's got on at the top. See, it's got the side panels. Let me see if I can give you a bit more of a squeeze there. So those side panels there help to create that shape when you've got a fuller tummy. And also this center panel has got some ruching on it as well, which you can see. So there's some gentle ruching as well as the paneling. And the zip up, you can zip it up or down to suit your style, you know, a little bit more, a bit lower to, you know, show off the bust a little bit more and to not make it so full on the chest and blocky. It's got a shelf bra for some support, but being the zip, obviously, you're not going to get as much support as you would with other styles that are, have got separated cups, because the zip does interfere with the support. But you know what? Up to an E cup, we sell truckloads of these for girls, and they don't complain about the support, because I guess with the zip up, you get the support from it being so tightly fitted as well. It's a firmer fitting togs, really high back to protect from the sun, and also the little frill sleeve, which gives more sleeve coverage. So there's Tasha there sitting by the pool, looking very glam in her zip up. So quite a few styles there, girls. And what I might do is create a link to this presentation, if you like, in the feed, so you can go back and check the notes on what styles work. So they're our fuller belly styles. I need to zoom through. I love these photos. The girls are awesome, showing us, you know, they just want to have fun in their togs each and every year. That's the message. We try and encourage women to get out there and enjoy their summers, live them on their terms, the way they want to, not hiding behind that lens, girls, getting out in front of it. So there's Tasha and Jane. So this is a nice segue for me to introduce our fuller bust size models from the Cosy Confidence crew. There's the lovely Jane. Now Jane is about a size 22 and probably an E to F cup. And then there's Jo. Jo is probably an E cup as well. Yes, definitely an E cup. And like Liz, Jo is very definite about what she loves to wear. Let me just go back to Jo. Jo is really definite. Jo loves the gathered cup style, which is our #1 seller for a fuller bust. And I'll show you why. This is Jo's Cosy that she's got on right here. Jo's got it on in the full piece, but this is it in the Tankini version. You can see those gathers in the cup, and that's the secret weapon, girls, for a fuller bust. It's really important that you get the support, again, from a high back. It's always my #1 message to get out there. Look for a high back, girls, so that it comes up nice and high under the arms. Then look for straps that will take the load, that are fully adjustable, so you can really tighten them in to get that extra lift and feel supported. And then the cups are great because it means your bust can just fill it forward. And for some girls, that means that you don't have to go up a size to have your bust fitting properly in a Cosy, which, you know, is so frustrating. Then this Cosy is also great because it's got the ruching on the tummy, and I know Jo loves that for her shape too. But I've tried Jo and other styles, and she just says, give me that gathered one every time. She tries other ones, but she finds that one is the most supported for her. So this comes in the Tankini, like this style is. Jo's wearing the one piece there, and because it's so popular, it comes in plains and prints, black and navy, and then the plum, which is awesome. The plum is this one, personal favorite in the plum. And there's F and G cups in it too. I know I sound like I'm swearing every time I say that, but F and G cups for the girls who have a full bust. This is the navy. It's so sophisticated in the honeycomb. So that's what Jo loves to wear. There's the two prints, so you can see from a couple of different campaigns what Jo likes to wear. Now, the other thing that we are seeing so many of you giving a go, which I just love, are bikinis. And when you've got a fuller bust, wearing a bikini top, it just gives you that extra support, very supportive if you look for the right styles. So similar to what Jo's got on there, this is the basis of it. She's got the bandeau version, but the cups are made the same. Very, very, it's got like a stiff and foamy fabric. It's like a bra, really. The boning on the sides and a really nice coverage on the cup, just like a bra. Now that will give you support, and again, we sell them cupped. This one's also got an underwire in it as well. So good depth under the arms for side boob coverage, nice coverage this way, front, top to bottom, and adjustable straps again to girls so that you can tighten them in. I'll come back to bikini tops in tick 2 when we talk about Jane as well, but I love the fact that many of you are getting back into a bikini because it's just wonderful, and you will get that extra support with a bikini top. Another style that's really popular is this one here. This is the Frill Bikini top, and it's got underneath, it's got another layer of fabric with a shelf bra and this wide band. So this would work definitely up to an F cup in this, comfortably up to an E, probably start at a D. And underneath, I'll just show you, why this is so popular is the frill is quite deep. So when you put it on, it actually comes down to just above your belly button. So you just have a narrow glimmer of flesh, if you like, between your top of your high-waisted pant and your bikini top. And cute little frill that moves beautifully. Very, very popular, this one. Very, very popular. I'd love to see Jo in it one day, actually. See if I can convince her. But underneath, we've got the nice moulded cups, again, to give a nice smooth outline on the bust. There is some side boning in this style. And then there is that wider band underneath, all with the power mesh for added support. Again, we've got the fully adjustable straps. And with this one, you can undo the straps at the bottom and cross them over. And I'll show you how that works in another style soon when we speak about Jane's favourite togs. So there are a couple of styles that Jo likes to wear. The gathered cups. It's called the ruched underwire, one piece in tankini, goes up to a G cup in all different prints and plains. It's our #1 bestseller. Now, I meant to go back. I got it out of order. There we go. Now we're up to the lovely Jane. So Jane, as I said earlier, is about a 22 with an E to F cup and around a tummy shape with it as well. So Jane's probably proportionally quite a rectangular shape. So Jane, she's our water baby, right? And she's an awesome model. So many women relate to Jane's shape who shop with us, and we love that. And I love the fact that Jane just gives it her all to encourage other women to get into their togs as well. So Jane has got a bikini on there, and that's this one here. It's in the Artisans range. And as you can see, it's really got a nice high cut coverage. So to contain, you can see there in Jane's bust is really well contained. It's got some side boning, and it's also got, well, this one's a little bit different. It's got the power mesh underneath as well, and it's got some removable bust pads. Now, oh, actually, they are not removable. Yes, they are. So a lot of styles, and we mark them as mastectomy, post-mastectomy styles. You can take the cups, the foam layer out, girls, if you don't want that. But they're really not so much to, add volume, because goodness knows you don't want that for a lot of you, but just to give that nice smooth outline. So that's a lovely supportive bikini top. And what Jane will often do when she goes swimming, we're in it too, is that, like that image there shows, she'll put a rashie on over the top of her swim bra, a bikini top, to get that extra support. And I know for a lot of you girls with a really fuller bust, you like to layer under with a swim bra as well. And this is an awesome swim bra to layer under with. Nice wide clip at the back. Again, wherever you see the width, that means you're going to get extra support. Really important. Not so much just for coverage, but also for just keeping things in place with a little bit extra width. It's a bit like wearing a wedge as opposed to a stiletto. You know, you're just going to get more support if something's wider. And then we team it with a nice high pant. Jane's got a plain black pant on, but it also has a matching pant. Now, when Jane does go swimming, this is her go-to. She has switched styles recently this year. Where is that one you loved, Jane? That's this one. Now, this is the Tankini. It's called the V-neck Tankini, and it's the picture in the middle there. This is awesome. If I had to pick one for a fuller bust shape, again, it's like a blouse on. This would be it. Do you see those little gathers at the top there on the neckline? That's what helps to give extra room. Easy up to an F cup, this one. I've even had G's in this one. Nice, really nice wide straps for a lot of support and not digging in. And they are fully adjustable. There's the clip. And with this one, you can undo it at the base and you can cross it over. So when you cross them over, that's going to give you another half a size support. So that's a top tip, girls. If you do have a fuller bust and you want that little bit of extra support from your togs, those removable back straps, cross them over, are winners every time for extra support. And it doesn't have an underwire. It's just got a shelf bra, really sturdy shelf bra. But again, because it's got a nice high back and it's got really supportive, wider straps, it's a winner and it's great for a fuller bust, up to a G. And again, being the Tankini, just team it with a plain black pant. Now, the other winner that there's a couple more there. One is the Raphael, which is the one-piece version of the bikini top Jane's got on, and that's the one where she's got the florals on near the pool. And that's awesome. It's panelled, similar to the one that Tasha had on in the leopard print before, where it's got the nice side panels to create some shape. But the difference with that one is it's got a much deeper cup, and that helps to keep Jane's bust secure and supported. Then Jane also, for a fuller bust and belly cut, my number one go-to is the 3-tier. So we saw that earlier when I showed it to you in this print here. Jane's worn this in our shoots for about the last 3 years, and she's got it on there in the black blossom print. That is an awesome Tankini top, also comes in a one piece. But again, you can get comfortably an F cup, definitely an E, up to an F cup in that, which is why it works well for Jane's shape. So it's great for her fuller tummy as well as giving her the bust support that she needs. Girls, I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted after all that. A massive thank you for tuning in to us today. I hope that you learnt something from my little presentation. Oh, Lizzie, you made it. I'm just seeing the comments now. It's lovely to have you tune in. I know this has been a long haul. We're only halfway through. There's so much more to come. So I hope that you'll keep coming back every Wednesday, Thursday and Friday right here on the Facebook page for Sequins and Sand at 12 o'clock. And you can always catch the replays later, as I know many of you like to, because you've got other commitments going on during the day. So take care, girls. Lizzie, great to see you again, sweetheart. And yeah, if you need a hand with anything, put some questions in there and tag Sequins and Sand to bring it to my attention, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions so that you can find the right swimsuit for your fuller bust and belly shape. Thanks, girls. Bye.